Hi everybody, and how's everyone doing today? Well, I just want to announce today that I want to run for president. I hope you don't mind, you mind that. Now, the reason why I believe I can run for president and what I could do for this country is much greater than, these presidents who are running right now. For example, here we go. Let's have a cool head. Calm down. Take it easy. Let's stop blaming every other politician for the problems in our country. Our country is amazing. It's great. It's standing better than any country in the world, with our laws and the way of life, our economy, our stock market, and keeping all the enemies off our land. So, now, people are getting caught up with all these political conversations where they keep talking about immigration. Immigration is always an issue, and that's been an issue for, 100 years. We got to control the influx. We don't want to, give to the outsiders, and we're not getting ourselves. But now let's go with what jobs will us Americans take. Now, the problem is that we will not work hard anymore. For example, what immigrants would do. Things like landscaping, cotton picking. We're all done with that. I mean, our country wants to go to school and become something better. And the immigrants, when they get here, the first thing they're thinking of is doing those kind of jobs. Now, mind you, now there are some that will do those jobs, but not as, serious as the immigrants that will do their job, and they'll do it 10 times better. It's not like I'm defending them. I'm just stating the facts. Immigration is definitely an issue, but you got to figure out how do you deal with it. Now, dealing with the criminal elements of immigration, the first thing you would have to do is get everyone who has any sort of felony and is not a citizen of the United States to be deported as soon as possible. Did you hear me? As soon as possible. Now, not only that, we need better border discipline. For example, our border is so much more going on than meets the eye. For example, we have, I don't want to say it, but certain government officials are taking a little, back pay to get through that border from drug cartels. So, human beings, we're just human, and sometimes people easily just be influenced. So these are issues right there that has to be straightened out. Now, we got to talk about the whole big open area. I hate to say it, but I'm not a big Donald. Donald Trump hit some key points. Now, that doesn't mean he should be president. That's not what I'm saying. But if everybody has such big issues about immigrants coming to our country, we need to control our whole border, from the water to the border from Canada to Mexico. Now, how does that work? Here we go now. Walls. He said walls. Yes. Donald Trump said walls. I actually thought about it, and I said, why not put up walls? And when he put up the walls, why can't we put, the high-end cameras that connects to the walls and body heats, what do you call it? What is it? Body heat, those devices that you connect to the walls. And the walls itself, would go in 30 feet deep into the ground, so no one can dig any tunnels, and 50 feet high so no one can jump it. Now, does it sound crazy? Yeah. But then, does it make sense? Yeah. We'll control the influx from both sides. Now, getting the illegals out. Well, first thing, Everything is you know, a process. But we don't need to go through a process with immigrants. I mean, sorry, correction. I'm sorry, I apologize. With felony immigrants, people who are, you know, illegals and felons should be returned as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Even if they have family here, the family could go and visit over there. Yeah, so those people, you could do it right away. Don't even hesitate. Take them out of our jail system. You know, now, you know, so the immigration, this is an immigration issue for today. I'm going to have a couple of more things for reason why I should be president. But right now, let's deal with immigration. And the first thing I would say go after is all the felony immigrants that you know, and block off the borders on both sides. You can't do it one way, because then it becomes kind of like bigotry, like racist. It's true. You just can't go block off Mexico and call Mexicans all drug dealers. I mean, that's ridiculous. All Mexicans are not drug dealers. We all know that. I have many Mexican friends, and they're hardworking. They love their families. They go to school. They do a lot of things. They want to better themselves in America just as much as we all do. We're all immigrants from the past. We officially made this, you know, made America our home. We want to fight for our home, you know. So I am not going to down anybody that wants to come here to fight for our country and become an American. But we just have to do it the right way and go through the process. Right now, let's start getting all the illegal immigrants, especially the most violent ones, out of our country as soon as possible. That's what you can do right away. Forget about the process of that, you know. And anyone who's, you know, but when it goes, you know, everything else is a process. So, you know, we deal with what we got now, block off the borders, and our influx will be at a minimum, you know. This is something that's going to happen for the rest of forever. When we're all gone, it'll still be happening. These are things you cannot end. You cannot stop people from trying to hurt themselves to get to America, because it's the greatest country in the world. We offer so much. But we also got to think of building American citizens, which our problem is we have a lot of lazy American citizens. I need to get off their ass now and stop complaining that immigrants are taking their jobs, but yet they don't have no jobs. But they want to go and stand up and scream, oh, they're taking our country. I am tired of that. Get off your ass and get a job. Go to school. Stop accusing immigrants. It's our fault. We're doing it. Get off your ass. Okay, now, we're going to talk about some more issues on the next show. This was just about immigration. How do you fix immigration? Exactly the processes I just stated. You know, you have to do it with intellect. You just can't do things illegally. You know, you got to go and talk to all these states and all these cities that harbor them. You got to, you know, fix these problems. We can't abuse them. I'm not saying abuse them. Don't ever do that. That's something that America is not, you know, about. We are not no third world country. That's why we are better than the rest. Well, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to us. I want you guys to, you know, keep tuning into all of our shows. We have Chris, you know, I'm Russell, and we have a couple of other great hosts that you will probably see who's going to talk about their issues and how they think about things. You know, some of us are Republicans, some of us are Democrats, some of us are just in the middle. You know, well, thank you very much for tuning in. You have a great day.